Yes, sir. Run Pure Sports, bringing you a little Masters afternoon delight here, talking a little PGA PinSeekers show with my boy Big T in the house, 2-man booth. So I don't got to worry about Uncle T's whining and not, I don't get to talk enough, blah, blah, blah. He was working, so we don't have to listen to him whine. I got one knee house to deal with, and that's Big T. Big T, you ready to carry the ship to the Millie?
Oh, I'm ready. And when I win, you got to drink again. That's always our rule when we come on a golf show. No, none of that warm water. Look at you, so happy with. Did you didn't watch our show, but we went on a full tangent about your warm water. You get mad when I don't watch your shows. I know you didn't watch because you didn't hear all the trash talk we talked about. Me and I think it was DC. It had to be me and DC. There's no way you watched it. We let you know about the warm ice.
I will say this though, I am hydrating on this show, so this is water with electrolytes right here. So if anyone asks me what I'm drinking, it's not some like fruity bullshit. This is water.
What color is it? Oh yeah, a little pink.
It's pink lemonade. For anyone, I drink Ultima. I've drank Ultima for like 12, 15 years. It's the best electrolytes you can get if you want. No sugars or any bullshit like that. Ultima is top electrolyte if you want some electrolytes. But yes, that's what I'm drinking right now. That's it. I'm hydrating here, Tony. I'm also getting over some type of like allergies or whatever, so I probably sound like shit. So I apologize, but I'm here. I'm here to pick some golf winners with my boy. My boy said, you got to come on with me for the Masters. He knows that, it's my unprofessional opinion when I talk golf, but I'm going to give you my unprofessional opinion for some golf winners here. I bet some golf winners. I got my 150 ready, my 15 players in my player pool, Big T. Maybe you can.
Got all 15 of them lined up.
Well, maybe you could add like 3 or 4. Maybe we could get to like 18, 19 in the pool. So I got 15 already, and I don't think I'm budging unless you're have some strong confidence one way or the other. So
what if I talk you out of a few of your guys you like?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Unless you have some strong confidence to talk me out, which could happen here. That's, golf's your avenue. I peek in, I peek in through the window every now and then just to get a glimpse, come in with you, but it's your avenue. So I give you the floor to talk golf when it's the Masters, and then I'll just throw my people in as we go here. But are you ready? You got your pool ready to go? I know you got I saw you got a ticket to the big millie on DK.
Yeah, I was trying to get a couple more. I only ended up with one. Well, unless I get one today or something, but it's probably going to sell out anyways by tonight. It's somewhat close to selling out, like you would expect all the Masters contests to do. I haven't looked at all of them, but everyone wants to play Masters contests, and I'm no different. But yeah, I'm planning on having one main team like always in that stuff, and then pop 150 in the $10 and have some fun, and the $5 too, probably have some fun with it all. Wow, we get a you guys remember Eric Devendorf? Like, yeah, we remember Eric Devendorf. I don't know about on the golf show though. That's quite the pull on the golf show for us. You remember Eric Devendorf? You don't like college basketball. So
I do, but that was when I watched college basketball. So that was back when I actually watched it. I was young when he was around. That's taking us back. Little Devendorf.
How old is old Eric Devendorf?
That was Syracuse, right?
Syracuse, yeah, but I didn't think he was. He's only 3 years. 3 years younger than me. You're right.
Wait a second. You didn't even think I knew who that was.
No, I did at first, but then you started to give me a look like I wasn't 100% sure when you started giving the look.
No, but
I thought he was younger than that, though, so you were even more observant than me. I didn't think he was young, but he's almost my age.
You want to know why? That was around the year where I was like missing school to watch the tournament. So I kind of remember it. Like I remember like not going to school, watching the tournament, and it was when he was kind of around. So when the Syracuse teams were good too.
You remember Holden?
Nah, no? I don't. Who's that?
I don't know.
Yeah, some random. No, definitely not.
Definitely not.
Definitely not. Yeah, no, he just all he does is to punch dudes in the nuts to slow them down. That's what I know about. Definitely not. But DraftKings contest, and I just want to remind people that DraftKings doing a promotion right now. You throw in $10, you deposit $10, and they give you a $10 milli ticket. If you want to get into that $10 milli, it's easy to do. Just deposit 10, and they'll give you a $10 milli maker ticket for the Masters this week. What up, Big T? I ref your eight. What do you about this, Chili? He told me this story. I was laughing. I was dying. He's telling me this story.
Sets. You ran some nice sets.
He also told me that he was giving it to you. He was giving you the business. He was yelling at you, and then you had to settle him down by saying, "Hey, listen."
I said he was the man. That's what I said.
No. You told me Chili had to settle you down. He had to tell you. I watched the shows with JSU and Big T.
Should we send him a hat?
Hell yeah, we should send him a hat.
We got to get you some. We got to get you some gear. Send me on Twitter your info. I got to get you a hat for sure.
By the way, how don't you walk into those games with like an extra piece of gear?
Because I already have a million things going on. I got to carry all my crap, and I should though. I sometimes do.
I've been down in your basement. It's like Run Pure gear everywhere in that room. Like just grab a t-shirt or a hat, like out the door. You never know who you're gonna run into.
Yeah, no, you're right. I'm definitely getting Chili one though.
Bring the noise. Got his hat. People. He's buying reps for 12-year-old AAU tournaments. Love to see it. If you're not cheating, you're not trying. That's what I say. So
10-year-old.
10-year-old. My bad. 10-year-old.
Yeah. We lost in the championship though.
First loser.
Yep.
You guys were the first loser. Did you tell your team that after you lost? You guys said you were the first losers?
I just said we're losers. Not first losers.
That's it. We're losers.
Yeah, where's your Masters hat? Boban Dryer wants to know.
I'll tell you, Boban Dryer. I don't have one. You know why?
Chili's getting one before JSU.
My boy, Big T, I mean, he says he's my boy. He don't send me shit. And then this is what he does too. He blames his wife, who is like one of the best people you ever meet. And I know it's not her fault. It's this man's fault. The first thing that I would do if the gear all came my way and I had to be the one to send it out, I'd call Big T. I'd say, hey, Big T, what do you want? You tell me. I'm going to send it to you first. Make sure I take care of you, get you whatever you need. And then everyone else, you go down the pecking order. That's how it should work.
Win the million, you get one, Boban Dryer says. I agree. Drink water with an ice cube in it.
Challenge accepted. I'm winning this week. Fuck it. All in. I'm shoving all in this week. I'm gonna lock 3 guys in the milli.
Are you locking 3? I like that move.
I might do it. I feel conviction this week, Big T. So you're gonna have to really push me on some guys because I feel strongly about a few guys.
Uncle T said he's catching strays from work on the show. He's not happy.
Uncle T, where are you? Where are you? Yeah, you're yelling at me from the chat. This is what happens when they're not on. They get angry. If Big T's not on, he does the same thing. He whines too. He'll be in the chat whining too. All knee houses are the same. They're trolls at heart. I love Uncle T. I love Big T Senior. Great people, but they know how to whine. They know how to slowly get what they want. Uncle T, where are you at? You're at work right now, right? Big T's at work. All he
does is pick winners, and he still goes to work, punches the time card.
Unbelievable. Well, if you want Uncle T's winners, I guess you're gonna have to sign up to Run Pure Sports, and you can use the code RPS15. Get you 15% off your first month if you want a little Uncle T love. He got the core plays, the winners. You guys post your favorite outright bet under the core plays. Big T's player pool, the whole sheet. Everything you need for golf, best Discord in the industry, RPS 15. Maybe Big T get you some gear too. I mean, he doesn't get gear though, so don't kind of hold your breath on that shit. I mean, the one guy he's going to give gear to Chili is because he's trying to buy refs. He's trying to buy refs.
He's trying to buy the refs off.
I get it, Chili. I understand. If I was in Big T's shoes, and I used to be, because I used to coach, basketball all ages all the time, 100%. I'd be bringing gear. I'd be giving it out to any ref that loved Run Pure. 100%. I get it.
Trying to buy the refs.
I mean, I see, you got to respect it. See, he even knows you got to respect it. So, all right, Big T, let's get into the Masters course here. Obviously, guys, hit the like button. It's a free show. We're going to have a premium show too, Run Pure Sports premium show later tonight. I think it's at 8 p.m. Eastern time. JBC, Sully, Bryce, three of the best players in the industry, talking golf, members only show. You got to sign up. Use that code RPS15, get you 15%, sign up, get in. You'll be able to watch that show tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern time over on our runpuresports.com channel here, premium for all the members. So sign up and get in for that show. It's going to be a banger. But Big T, we got to talk the Masters here.
Yes, you talked about it too, but DraftKings, seriously, every single person, doesn't matter if you're a member, doesn't matter if you've had a DraftKings account, doesn't mean if you could have had a DraftKings account the last 15 years. Put $10 in, even I did it. $10, you get $10 ticket or whatever that we're supposed to say free. $10 entry into the millie. Every $10 adds up. Literally, it's that simple. You put $10 in. You get a $10 millie entry.
Ticket.
That's simple. Every single person watching this should do it. And
even
then
I did
we pick some winners. Do it with our entry too. Do the 10, and then from this show, pick one entry, your free entry, into that, and let's win $1 million off the free $10.
Let's do it. I love that. I love that idea. Let's do it. Let's win the millie off the ticket. $10 deposit, get you a $10 ticket. And hopefully one of you guys ships a millie with that $10 ticket. You never know. You never know. So even if you don't play like golf, it's worth, like Tony, having that one, even if you just have one bullet and it's that one bullet, like
correct,
it's worth it in my mind. So go over to DraftKings, deposit $10 and you get that $10 millie maker ticket on DraftKings.
Easy. I would love to do this, but I can't do it on this show. It's a Masters show. I will give my take at some point, though. It's not, I just can't do it on this, or we're going to get derailed forever.
We'll never get into the golf if we just get into that stuff. So we'll definitely do it.
We'll get that going later in the week at some point.
All right. So Big T, strategy for this tournament here. Obviously, there's massive contests on DraftKings, multiple millies, awesome, single entry contests. They've got a ton of really good contests on DraftKings. What's like, before you get into the pool of players and everything like that, what's one thing, you're trying to do? Because you're obviously trying to hit these big contests here. People are probably going to be multi-entering golf that don't normally multi-enter golf. So maybe give a few just kind of, pieces of advice for people that are first-time golf guys, maybe first-time entering 150 or even just multiple. Maybe they're only 1 to 3 lineup guys. What are you doing here with all these big contests?
Yeah, and I think it goes even bigger than just these contests. Like, people have pools for the Masters, where I know there's a bunch of them around here, everywhere, really, where you could put multiple entries and stuff. And I mean, everyone likes the Masters. Even people that don't follow golf are going to do something and watch some most likely watch some golf this week, at least on the weekend. Yeah, that's my boy. We hung out in New York, me and Sam. But like, I think you need to really, and you're going to talk about it too as we go, but I don't want to take as many flyers in something like this. And a lot of people won't either, though, is the counterpoint. Like, not many people are going to want to go down in the 6Ks and play a lot of those guys down there because of how much weaker it is. But I don't know. Sometimes I just don't worry about ownership as much as other people, which some people disagree with. I have had good success in golf just playing who I want to play, though. I'm always going to find some lower owned guys as I go, but I want to have 6 guys that can contend and finish. Maybe not win, because there is some guys that I don't think can win, but can finish like 10th or 12th. I want 6 guys in my lineup that I feel confident can top 10. And I think you can do it easy. The way the pricing is, the way everything sets up, there's a lot of really good plays in the 7, 8Ks that I like. So my strongest advice is play 6 guys that you think can contend in this thing. Sounds simple. I know it sounds simple, but all of a sudden, if you plug Scotty, Rory, some of these guys at the top, and then you go to the 9Ks and you want to play Koepka or JT, you just can't. You won't have 6 guys that can contend, because you're going to have to go down and you're going to play a Chris Kirk at 6,600, a Max Homa, dusty as can be, like all that stuff. So I don't know. And then another thing I do is I always narrow my player pool, not as much as JSU does, but I want it in the 30s, somewhere in the 30s to give me enough combos for my 150. And yeah, I mean, it's going to be a fun week though. There's a lot of guys that I think are playing good golf. And the point that everyone loves too, we get all the golfers finally. You get all these really good live guys who are meant for this atmosphere, and they only get a couple swings a year, 3, 4 swings, 2, 1 sometimes. They only get a few swings, so they want it more than anyone this week to come in and show that they can still do it. And some of the best plays on the board are the live guys. So to me, it's just awesome. It's awesome when we get Bryson back, when we get Brooks Koepka back for a major, when we get all these things, and it's not just Scotty and Rory, that I absolutely love about it.
Yeah, so a couple things. People are always worried about ownership, no matter what. They always ownership topic will be key, because people always bring it up. So yes, and then I do like Sam's question here. So Tony, does the larger contest change your idea of how much to leave on the table, like your min salary? Do you kind of make that a little bigger in these bigger like contests and stuff like that? Like the $10 milli, are you going to leave more on the table potentially than you would in other contests?
So I'm definitely different than most people with this, where, well, first of all, I've won a huge field like this in golf where I just did it the same way, and you just build. I don't think you need to go crazy, but in a $10, the field is massive, and I don't like have an issue with it. I just have a really hard time when you go in and all of a sudden, who's an 8K guy I love? Like, I love, just say Russell Henley. Say you like Russell Henley, 8,400. I mean, if you're playing him over like Bryson at 9,900 or Rory at 11,1 because you're leaving a bunch of salary, it's just tough. It's could you win because of it? Sure. And it just depends on how much variance you want too, where you might solo for $1 million, but I don't know. There's not that many chops and stuff like this anyways, because I don't see any like insane chalk this week. I mean, maybe Scotty's 25%, 30 and higher stakes or something. But to me, that's not even that chalky. And a lot of these other guys, 20%, high teens. That's just where I look at it different.
Scotty 25% is like standard. I feel like
on
that's
the
not
low,
even like,
it's just low.
yeah.
Like, I mean, I don't know. So I truly don't see any chalk this week that is just out of control. Some of the cheaper guys are going to be high, the Corey Connors of the world, who I also love. The problem with golf, and this happens to me a lot of these just really great plays are really great plays for a reason. I'm just like, I'm not fading Corey Connors because he's 20% owned when he profiles literally perfectly. I'm just not. I'm just, okay, so all of a sudden 7 people chop with me or something. Okay, that's fine. And the dupes aren't as bad as people think. Like when my buddy Sky sends that sheet every week with the most dupe teams, there's always a couple at the top that are like 30 way dupes and stuff. But for the most part, at most you're 4 or 5 way dupes and stuff like that. I look at it different than other people, I think, but I'm just going to build the teams how I want to build them. and whatever happens, happens. I like building that way better.
Yeah, I'm with you, and I'm with Spencer also. I chop a milli if I had to.
Yeah.
It's fine. I'll take.
No one's going to be disappointed with
500K or 300 and so, like whatever. I'll take
30K, 30K, whatever that is, divided by a million. Friggin' 100-way chop or something.
And it's not going to even be that, because I do agree with you. I think honestly, it feels like it's not as concentrated in certain spots as even normally it is on these.
There's just so many good. You add in 10 to 12 live guys. There's so many good guys, and I agree with K. Reed. You can't play Lowry, Connors, Henley together. Oh yeah, watch me. That's my philosophy exactly. I can't do it. Well, watch me. Watch me get those dudes in there.
Big T will find a way. Trust me, he'll definitely find a way. So. I know.
Play the contrarian. So to totally circle back, when I won the millie, I left 900 on that team. That's the most I always leave. I just leave it 900 because 900's a lot. Like honestly, 900 is probably
the way you
hand build. You're never leaving 900 on a hand build.
Well, I think the way you talked about it is the right way though. You could go through every range, right? Like every single range. So, could I play Jon Rahm over Rory McIlroy? Yeah, I could. Okay, 700. That's not crazy. Okay, let's go to the next range. Could I play Jordan Spieth over Bryson? I mean,
you could.
I could. So okay, that's 900, right? I went 700, 900.
You're not playing Spieth over Rory.
Okay. There you go. So you're not playing Spieth over. Okay, so I'm not going to leave. What's that? 2,100 on the table. So we're figuring out kind of where the middle ground is. And I think
the less teams you do too, the more you shouldn't leave salary. Like you just don't.
Yes.
But
I'm talking like if you're 150 and like if you're multi-entering.
And in the $10, like if I was ever going to leave salary more than that, it would definitely be in like a format like this where it's $10 and you're kind of just hoping to get some unique ones with all. Like say you could guarantee me 150 unique teams with 6 guys that I think could win. Even if that meant all mid-range plays, even if it meant all 9 and 8K guys, which will help you get unique, by the way. That's another way to get unique. Don't play any 10K and above. I would take it in this format in the $10. If I got 6 guys on every team that I like, and I think they could all win, and I'm unique, even if that meant leaving salary, I would take it.
Yeah. 100%.
Only in that $10 milli though, not in the 3 max, not in the single entries, not in any of the big stuff like that.
Travis, look at this. Ready for the greatest commentary? Second to Chuck, Shaq, Kenny, and Ernie.
That's tough.
That's a high bar right there. Love that. That's a real high bar.
That's tough.
We'll see. We'll see. I mean, there's only so many things that I can make fun of Big T for. You know what I mean? So I don't want to get into it all right now. I can't give away all my material, but I mean, I can only make fun of him for so many things right now, especially on his golf show. I'm just jumping on as a, unprofessional golf analyst here, with my unprofessional opinions on golf or golf. Big T's got the real professional opinion. So, I can't make fun of him too much, but I'll try to throw some digs in there. I'm sure Big T will make fun of me at some point for something, and we'll
come get it, Mitch. Come get it, Mitch. You can come get it. Come get the smoke, Mitch. Come get it.
You always find one person. Yep. I swear to God, too. You always get one person who will
get that BK action, Mitch.
Always.
The old rivalry's back. BK versus Big Daddy.
I think you won that rivalry.
Get it, Mitch.
I think you won that rivalry.
I mean, since it all went down, I mean, Brooks still has more. Majors, but I would take Bryson's popularity and everything over Brooks.
Yeah, and I think as of now, like Bryson is definitely on a better, he's been on a better like path the last like year and a half than Brooks probably, right?
Oh, I mean, he's on a
Just
better
how he's
path
been
than
playing.
anyone. He's on a better path than even Scotty as far as popularity and stuff and everything factored in.
Yeah, there you go. All right, let's get into these golfers here, Big T. Starting at the top, you kind of already touched on Scotty, who's the favorite at 4-1 on DraftKings right now. 12-4 is the price tag on Scotty. Rory at 11-1. You got Ludwig up there, Colin Morikawa, Rahm. That's your 10K and up golfers right there, Tony. Are there any guys that even in your 150, you're just like, I can't get to these guys?
I mean, I'm for sure not playing Oberg. Like he's been in bad form, 2 missed cuts, a 22nd in his last 3 events. I know he finished second last year, but he was in total form last year. He's amazing. He's going to be fine in the future, but I don't consider him as good as these other guys right now. So I am definitely not playing Oberg. The rest of them, though, I could at least make a case for all of them. They're all top for a reason. Scotty, I still feel like Scotty hasn't clicked this year. And I say that he's got in his last 6 events, second, third, and ninth. So three solid finishes, but at 12-4, and he's won this tournament 2 of the last 3. But again, like last year, he was totally dialed in. I mean, he was locked in. You just had to have him. At 12-4, I just don't. And again, in my 150, I'm not full fading Scotty, but I like my teams way better when I'm starting. I might end up fading him, especially because you called me a puss. But I just don't see it. Like I can pick holes in all of these guys. Scotty, too expensive, not in great form, and the price. I just would rather play a 9 or even 8K guys where I can play a group of them rather than a 12 and a 6K type guy. I mean, what is that? So 12-4, let's just say I played, just for example, I play not even who I would like, but say Cantlay and Russell Henley. So you're talking what? 17-1. Scotty is 12-4. So that's not even a good comparison. It's even better than that. Like Bryson and one of those guys. Bryson and an 8K guy or Scotty and a 6K guy. I'm just 100% taking Bryson or JT plus the 8K guy over Scotty and a 6K guy. I just am. That's just me this week. And on top of it, Scotty's higher owned too, which I don't care about the ownership, but it's just one more tiebreaker to get me in a different direction. So, and then Rory, I got where's the freaking poster? You can't see it. It's right behind my head, but the Rory
Can't
thing,
even see it. What the hell? You can't even see it.
right there. Rory,
There
US
he is.
Open champ, baby.
There we go.
Right
That's what
there.
I needed. That's what I needed to see. I need the point. I needed it all.
He's scared of this place. He's scared of the track. He is playing better, though, than he has in the past. Two wins. He won, what? The Players and Pebble. I mean, he is in form. I just know he's got the demons at this place. He's got the freaking demons. 22nd last year, miscut in 21. The second place in 2022 was when he shot 62 on Sunday. He was never in contention that week. So even though he finished second, he was never in contention. So I don't see it, but I like him more than Scotty. Just ranking him, just because I like his form better. So, but again, I mean, he's $1,200 more expensive than Bryson. He's $1,500 more than JT. I'm just gonna take the lesser guy and the better second guy with him than Rory. And again, in my 150, this stuff's different. I mean, I'm not fading these guys fully, but if you guarantee me, let's use this example. If you guaranteed me both of these guys were 25%, say, I know for a fact they're going to be that percentage. I'd be okay coming in underweight for sure at like half of the ownership. So if Scotty's 25, maybe I want 15 or something like that. If Rory's 20, I want 10. Because I want some just because they're capable of running away with it. If it clicks for them, there's only 3 or 4 guys in this field that can just run away and hide and hide from everyone, and you need them. And I don't want to full fade people like that, but I'm not super high on him. And the guy that I actually like the best is Morikawa, though, in the 10Ks, which so course form, 3 top 10s the last 3 years, 10th, 3rd, 5th the last 3 years. He is in pretty good form right now, too, with back-to-back top 10s. He was awesome last year in the majors, even though he didn't win. I think he finished second a bunch of times too. I feel like he is ready to go, Morikawa. And again, he's 2,000 cheaper than Scotty. I get 2,000 in salary, and I get Morikawa. You're literally upgrading to I'll keep saying it all show, but you're getting Russell Henley, a Patrick Cantlay, a Shane Lowry. You're getting these guys over a 6K golfer. And just for playing Morikawa instead of Scotty, that to me, in a major especially, where I want big time players, I just like it better. And could Scotty run away and hide more than Morikawa could? Absolutely. Like, he could he's better than Morikawa. But right now, this year, I think Morikawa's played just as good as Scotty. And we're still banking on Scotty's last year where he was totally dialed in. Golfers don't, outside of Tiger freaking Woods, golfers don't just stay locked in for 10 straight years. Like, you got to find some form.
He rode momentum too. His form,
Totally.
and he just rode that momentum all the way through, Scotty. It's funny. So I agree with you on a lot of what you said. The two golfers that, and we haven't talked at all about who we like. So this will be literally fresh listening to who you like and you hearing who I like. But the two golfers at the top that I'm going to play are Rory and Colin. And it's mainly because I think out of all those golfers at the top, they're the two to me that have played the best coming in to today. And not saying Scotty hasn't played really good too. I just feel like they've played really, really good golf to this point of the season, and they're a lot cheaper. So, I'm going to take the savings. I was surprised to see Rory still getting like 23-24% ownership, just because of what you said, that I feel like everyone believes, which is just like, Rory's great, but he also has the yips here. This is
still Rory though. Rory always gets ownership.
That's true. That's true.
Everyone loves Rory.
At some point in Rory's career, he's going to grab his nuts and he's going to finish this thing. It's going to happen at some point. And it could be this year. I have a feeling it's going to be this year, but I'm going to play Rory.
Someone in the chat's got to help me with this, though. What's the closest he's been to winning the Masters? I'm not talking finishing place, because the second was not. When was he in contention going to the last 4 holes at the Masters? It had to have happened at some point. He's been at the Masters for 20 freaking years now, it feels like. There had to be some. When was he ever in contention, with 4 holes left?
I did see DK posted something about the most bet golfers to that point on Tuesday. I think he was the most bet guy, if I remember correct. I think it was
Rory
15%.
Always gets the most action. People love Rory.
I think it was 15% of the bets. I'm gonna relook that up, but I think it was 15% of the people, and that was on Tuesday. They posted that, but
so here's 2 more things too. What do you not worry about recent form with the Masters? So I still personally weigh it both. I want somewhat. If a guy comes in and he's missed 4 straight cuts, I have a hard time with it. But I do agree that this is the most course history there is. It's just, you have to wait it a little bit. I know Cam Smith did good with never having played there, but that's the rarity. People have to play this a little bit. So I don't wait as much. 2010, 5 up starting the back 9. That was I'm pretty sure that was the year he shot 62 on Thursday. So he had a massive lead after Thursday. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think I'm pretty sure that was the year he shot 62 on Thursday.
Yeah, so there you go. The top 5 most bet players, Tony. I already gave you Rory was number 1. Do you know who number 2 is?
The bet? I mean, it
Yeah,
always the
to
top
bet.
guys. So
Who's the second most bet player on DraftKings right now?
Speed.
You should be able to get this.
Speed.
No. I just gave you the hint. I said you should be able to get this.
Bryson? People love Bryson.
Bryson at 20-1, Colin at 18-1. Notice a theme here, though. Scotty at 4-1, and Ludwig Abarg at 22-1. So, Tony, what was the theme? That was like literally the entire top range outside of Rum.
I mean,
Everyone's
people are always
betting the
going to
top
want to
dogs.
bet the guys like that for sure.
Yeah. They're here, though, like especially in the Masters, I feel like
you want to feel like you got a
especially here.
chance. Like,
Yeah.
So Bobby's got a question too. First time playing the Masters, was wondering if it would be better to play 1 with a higher bankroll or play 3. So yeah, I'm assuming he means like, should I play a $200 single entry, or should I play 3 entries in the $40 or something, whatever the amounts are. I would always take more for at least me personally. If I could play like 3 good tournaments for $200, I would do that over 1 entry. That's just me personally, but I wouldn't have a problem taking a chance either. It's up to you, really. Do you want more guys, or do you just want to agree on one team?
I'm the opposite. I would rather go for the higher dollar amount single entry. And yeah, I only have those 6 guys. I only have that one team, but so does everyone else in the field. And I have a higher dollar amount. So like if I did ship that, I could be winning a lot of money, and then I can move up in stakes, right, Tony? Like that's the way I look at it anyways. Like, yeah, you get more players, but it's harder to hit those big tournaments, even with 3 teams, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's just all most weeks too. There's not that many big contests, so most weeks I would say to take the 1 entry too, for sure with the same thing. Just for the Masters, it's like NFL though. Would I rather play 1 team in the NFL with a huge contest, or would I rather have 3? I don't know.
I feel like the NFL
funny thing
and
is,
golf
I'm a single entry like type guy too. Where
I feel like the NFL and golf are like completely different though.
Are they though?
Golf, 6 golfers as opposed to a full NFL team. I would probably rather have 3 teams in NFL. Yeah. But in golf, I think 1 team. I don't know. I mean, especially in a tournament like this, how many golfers are in the field? Like 90?
90, yeah. I mean, 90 something, but yeah, 95 maybe, but yeah.
And what's that in terms of like other? That seems smaller than in other tournaments, right?
Yeah,
Tony?
way smaller. That's one of the nice things about the Masters.
That I think that plays into my point of maybe going higher. You're not as there's not as the cut line. I would assume like it's harder from that standpoint, right?
Yeah, I mean, in a way, but you still have some layups though, where like you got 95, but you got all the old heads that most of them are gonna dwindle out. I don't know how many like normal, and anybody that won an event last year, which some of those guys are kind of bums at the bottom too. I mean, there's probably only 80 or so that can make it, and I think what's the Masters top 50 in ties probably. So, but it's all the good guys too. So in that aspect, it is harder. It goes both.
It's literally all the good guys too, because you got the live.
All the good guys. So you don't have any. Outside of the few old guys and young guys, you got a few amateurs too that are in there that can't win, but it'll be interesting to see how they do.
So your kind of hot take off the bat is you're going to be pretty much under on all these guys at the top.
Like all these the two that I could see myself being over on are definitely more,
because you're not getting over on Scotty. You're not getting over on Rory.
Getting over on Scotty and Rory. I will not have them on my main unless something changes. I will not have them on my main team. But I do like Morikawa and Rahm. I haven't been on Rahm lately, and the way I look at these live guys, and I've done this the whole time when they play in these majors. I know everyone acts like it's soft, but I look at top 10. So like for normal guys, I'll look at how they're doing, like top 25s type things where it's a little deeper. Live, though, if I see top 10s, because if you're finishing top 10 on Live, there's still a lot of good golfers. And Rahm's got 1, 2, 3, 5 straight top 9s. His last 5 events, top 9s. He won the Masters 2 years ago. He had 4 straight top 10s before that. So to finish 5 straight events top 10, he just has to be in good form. This was kind of how Bryson was last year. Honestly, when I came in, no one was on Bryson last year. Everyone hated him. I said he's one of the guys that could run away with it. I think Rahm's one of the guys that could run away with it this year. I think Rahm is in a great, great, great spot. And he's still one of the best in the world. He's low key like Bryson. I'll say it, like he was like Bryson last year. I think Rahm could do a lot of the things Bryson did this year.
But I think people hated Bryson for other reasons. Like I just don't think people. It wasn't just about golf. I don't think people like Bryson. He completely changed.
And Bryson was 8,200 in the Masters, not 10K.
That's true. That's true. But I'm saying like he completely changed over what people thought of him. Like he completely changed that aspect of him, and I don't think it was just about his golf game for why people didn't like him. I just don't think people liked him in general. Like you said, Rory's always going to get ownership. Well, why is Rory always going to get ownership? Because people like Rory. People like Rory. He's well known. You know what I mean? Like Bryson, people didn't like him. And now people like him. It's different. He's going to get love. But last year, he really, you were like one of the only people like banging the drum for Bryson because you always.
Each major more and more got on, but the Masters, no one liked him. I mean, he was totally unowned.
Yes. All right. So you might get over on Rahm and Morikawa are the only two.
The only reason I won't like go crazy getting over is they're still 20% owned. So like, I will definitely be over on them, but it might be like close. Like how I said, Scotty and Rory, I want like half. Maybe I'm just a little bit above on these guys. Like instead of they're 20, I want 30 type thing. Like I don't want 50% Morikawa. Really, if it works, it works. I got no problem doing that. It's just I don't know if I'll have like enough combinations to really need that.
I'm glad I asked you that though, because you didn't really talk about Rahm. So I'm glad I got that.
I'm not a Rahm guy. Is the funny thing. Yeah. I haven't liked Rahm, but I love form. He's always been good here, and his form is as good as it gets. I mean, yeah. So the difference is, so the dude in the chat. So this dude says, so is Neiman. So like my point, my counterpoint though. So Neiman. So I just talked about Rahm. All 5 events, top 9. Neiman has 2 wins in those 5 events, but the other finishes are 33rd, 33rd, and 12th. So would you rather have 5 top 9s, or would you rather have 2 wins and 2 kind of mediocre perform? Me personally, I would take the 5 top. This is just talking consistency, just talking form. I think Rahm significantly, and he's 1,100 more than Neiman too. But when I see Neiman with 2 33rds on the live, I don't like that and he hasn't shown it at Augusta as much. So his last 4 years at Augusta, 22nd, 16th, 35th, 40th, and a missed cut. So he's got no form at Augusta whatsoever.
It's a 1 week play. I mean, you know, how do you actually though, when you look at the live guys and compare that to a full tournament, like with these PGA guys, it sounds like you kind of weigh it similar.
I think I love the live guys because they're really good golfers, no matter what anyone says.
Right.
They look forward to this even more. Everyone looks forward to Augusta. So I'm not like saying they're like going crazy, but they don't get to play every week with everybody. So they're looking forward to it even more. But then you can look at that 2 ways too. Does it put more pressure on them? Does it, they know they only get a couple swings, but like with Brooks and with Rahm and these guys, they're built for this stuff. They're built for it. But Neiman, I don't know. Neiman, who knows what? I don't like Neiman, but I do like a lot of the
you can make a case that they look forward to it. Look forward to the style of play back at it because they don't get to do that a lot. You could also make the case though that like these other guys look forward to them coming and competing against them.
Which they do.
100%. You could use it both ways. So
guaranteed there's a bunch of side action too. These are the things people don't talk about, but I guarantee like Scotty's probably, I don't know. Scotty's kind of a goody two shoes. He might not be gambling, but like Rory's probably betting against.
Yeah.
Rahm's probably betting against Rory type thing. And these guys are getting side action.
100%. I need to shit talk Tony's golfers just like McGill to get the mojo going. This Steve Boynton.
I sent Stevie the gif or the chat of just this picture dude sending it on him.
Oh, was he owning Steve, or was that?
Steve was in there. Steve was sad, whining about how he's chalky and this guy and that, and like Steve hates chalk in baseball.
Yeah, especially pitchers though. Pitchers are the ones you shouldn't care about, in my opinion, anyways. The chalk, yeah. But
sometimes you just got to send Stevie the gif. I mean, look at that gif I sent him in the Discord. It's a good one.
Well, Steve, you'll have your chance to shit on Big T with his golfing takes as we go through the rest of this board here. All right, so that's the top range. Big T likes Colin the most. It sounds like he likes Rahm.
I might like Rahm just as much as Colin. I don't know. I think I like Rahm more than Colin.
All right, so you're
Rahm a lot.
Colin. Yeah, it sounds like you like Rahm. What the hell? I don't even have Rahm. I got Rory.
We got to add a few guys to your player pool.
Yeah, maybe we'll see. Maybe I'll add Rahm. I could tell though already you're gonna love all the live guys. I'm already ready for it.
Not all of them. I'm not gonna love all of them. I'm gonna love a lot of them though.
Let's get to the 9K range because I know there's someone. I
wanted to find a matchup on
DraftKings.
Matchup. Let me see real quick. Talk about the next range while I log.
Yeah, I mean the next range, the 9K range is what you were kind of alluding to, where you were talking about. I want like the next tier golfer. You got Bryson. I already bet Bryson too. I don't bet 100 golfers like some people or like most of the golf touts do, where they bet like literally 100 golfers. They're like, yeah, I got 0.25. I bet 2 to 3 guys every week. Bryson was one of the guys I bet 22 to 1 on DraftKings. I think he's sitting at like 20 or 19 right now. 9,900. I'm definitely playing Bryson. He's shown that he can compete here. And I just, at 9,900, I think he's going to be a really good play in this field. The guys I'm like back and forth on. Xander's been shaky this year, but he's been like really good here in general, coming in. I just don't know about the recent form, which is making me kind of think twice about Xander. You got JT. JT's had his ups and downs here too. He's also had ups and downs with his form. So I think he's probably another guy I'm considering. You got Brooks, Neiman, Hideki. I don't think I'm playing those guys as of now, unless Tony could talk me into any one of them. And that's kind of the 9K. Oh, you got Tommy Fleetwood, Victor Hovland. Definitely not playing Tommy. I don't like playing Tommy when like he's the best player in the field. I still don't like playing Tommy. Actually, that's the worst time to play Tommy Fleetwood. Actually, this is probably a better time to play Tommy Fleetwood. The worst time is when he's like the best golfer in the field because he never comes through. But I just can't do it here with Tommy Fleetwood. So no Tommy Fleetwood for me. Victor Hovland, Tony, you look at his recent form. He won his last tournament, but before that, miscut. So I got to get your take on Victor Hovland and what to do with him. But what do you see here with the 9K range? Because I see like 2 or 3 guys that I'm pretty interested in.
Yeah, you got a lot of interesting spots too, where you can kind of look in different directions for first of all, Bryson, similar to Rahm, where he's got 2, 4, 6 of his last 6 events. One of them was on the Asian tour, finished second, but those 5 live events, 3 top 10s and then a 20th and an 18th. He was winning last week going into the last round, kind of choked it away. So I don't worry too much about that, but I think he's in good form there. His Masters history hasn't been great till last year. He was kind of bad, but I think he's a new golfer now. He's calmer, so I like him. Xander's the one guy I just can't get behind. I mean, 40th, 72nd, 12th. He was hurt for a minute. no top tens. I don't know how you could play Xander. I don't get it. These are always the pivot plays people love too. They love going in on 12% Xander. This is what people love in golf. The people with the opposite strategy of me, which I'm always just play the guys that are in good form, course history, maybe at Augusta. That's what I believe in, odds. The opposite of my strategy is always just to pivot onto these lesser owned, like still studs. Xander was awesome all of last year. Xander's been one of the best golfers in the world for the last couple of years. He's been amazing. He's just not in form right now. He just hasn't. These are the guys I never play. So, I mean, I get it. I understand why people do. He's going to be half the ownership of some of these other guys. And I get it. I really do understand the strategy. And he's talented. I get it. There's just too many guys in this field for me, though, to go there. So move down to JT. I don't know what to make of JT. He's one of my hardest decisions, I think, of the whole tournament because his form is really good. He's got 4 top tens in his last 7 events. He's looked good a lot of the year. But for one, his history, even when he was playing great at Augusta, hasn't been great. I mean, he's got 2 top tens in 10 years, which is fine, but he's got missed cuts. Not a ton besides that. So I'm iffy on JT. I could be talked into him.
Why does it feel like JT is like one of the most erratic top golfers of any golfer I've ever seen?
He just can't putt. So, like, if he makes putts, he's got a chance, but he just can't putt.
But on top of that, though, Tony, I just feel like I always see him once or twice just hit it off the tee, and you just see him point like 4, and I just see it.
Oh, yeah.
Like I feel like he always goes like ejecto for a round, but then he'll string together like 2 amazing rounds, and you're like, okay, so which one is it? Like he's so up and down, it's insane, and it's just like, can he mitigate his downplay to a point where he can stay in the tournament? Because you can like play yourself out easily at Augusta,
easily,
right? And that's what I worry about with JT. If you told me he can mitigate his risk and he plays decent all the way through, I'd be like, yeah, JT would be an amazing play. If he just doesn't have that bombshell round where he just blows up, you know, that's what you got to decide with JT. And I think that's what makes it hard for you. And for me, like talking about him is you got the really good side of JT that where he's just on point.
The one that won me the Millie. He's always got
the
a
one that
soft
won
spot
you the
for
Millie.
me.
The one that literally what was that tournament where he came in second, but he shot that crazy round. And then the next day he came back and shot like the course record or tied it or whatever. And it was just like, that's JT in a nutshell. That's him.
Yeah, and honestly, it's one of my problems I'm having with the roster build is I wish I liked the 9Ks more than I do, because my perfect roster construction is probably 2 9K guys, 2 8K guys, 2 7K guys type build. And Rouse Golf Pro's always got the answers.
He knows. I knew it. I'm not a pro, but I knew it. His driving is.
It's just tough. And then, so JT, I can poke a lot of holes in him. And honestly, one of the reasons, the players for sure. One of the reasons I'm on JT still right now is just you need a couple 9K guys in your player pool. It's just the way things line up. You almost have to, just with an optimizer. You can't leave that big of a gap at the top, or it just forces you onto other stuff. So, I don't know. JT, Hideki's a guy, much like Xander, there's no chance I'm playing Hideki. His course history was good in the past. He won it in 2021, but every other year in the last 10, 13th, I guess he has some solid finishes, but his course, he's got a lot of history here. But when you factor it on top of his recent history, which he has no top tens in his last 7 events, I just can't do it. And again, I can't click a decky when he's
his form's worse than Xander.
Worse than anybody at the top. Well, besides Vic until he won. But like I just can't physically play guys like that. So I'm off of him. Yeah, someone did comment. He didn't from the
It's
beginning.
electrolytes and water bring the noise. I talked about it earlier in the show. You might have got in a little late, but yeah, it's pink lemonade, by the way, just so you know.
So another guy that maybe just because I don't like the 9Ks, maybe I should talk myself onto some BK where I think he's the type of guy that doesn't need the greatest of form in the world coming in. And he's got 2 top 10s on Live. The same 5 events I keep talking about with Live, how Rahm has 5 top 9s. Neiman, we talked about, has 2 wins, but 3 bad showings. Rahm has only a 2nd and a 7th and 3 bad showings. But truly with BK, some of these weeks, I guarantee he doesn't go to like try to get after it. So I don't worry about it. Do I love BK? No, but I need some 9K guys. And some of these guys, there's no way I'm playing. There's no way I'm playing Neiman either. I just don't like Neiman. His course history is terrible. And Augusta, you need some course history. You just do. I'm not saying no one ever has won with no course history. Anything's possible, but we're playing the odds game. I just don't see it with Neiman. I'm definitely not playing Hovland, even though Hovland won. He hasn't been incredible here. Fleetwood, I totally agree with what you said with Fleetwood. I mean, he's a guy that can score.
What about Spieth? Because he's someone that I'm like
down on there. He hasn't got.
Well, he was someone I'm teetering on with, so I need your take on him because he was one guy that I was considering, and I never play him.
Yeah, I mean, I put him similar situation to like JT. They're buddies. Spieth owned this course. He won it. Did he win it? He won it at least once, maybe twice. I think he might have won it twice early in his. Chad will know right away and make fun of me. I think he might have won it twice.
He won it in 2015.
I think he came in. Yeah, in second. He choked down his leg the other one. He was up like 5 shots on the back 9 and pissed down
2015 first, second in 16, third in 18, third in 21, fourth in 23.
Yeah, and he's got decent enough form. So I do think he's comfortable around this place. I again, it's a lot like JT where maybe I just leave these guys in my player pool because I do think the one thing they give you, they 100% have the upside to win this thing, which you want in these Millie formats. Could he bust too? Absolutely. Absolutely, he could bust. I mean, Jordan Spieth could miss the cut any week, and he could win any week. But you need 9K guys in your player pool. You just do. So maybe I leave Spieth in there. I'm still pondering the 9K range because honestly, when we get down to the 8s next, I love some of these 8K guys. I think they're solid. The 9K, I'm not in love with the 9Ks. I'm not fully in love with the 9s, which sucks because I do like the mid-range build. So the way I'm thinking right now is maybe I play Morikawa or Rahm. Avoid most of the 9Ks that I like Bryson too, obviously, but avoid the rest of the 9Ks and then kind of just play that mid-range with it.
Big T hates the 10K and up range, and he hates the 9K range so far. So man, we got to get in some ranges where you like here. I did like this comment. Spieth putts blindfolded. I mean, some people say you don't need to putt here or good here. Some people say you need to putt good here. I don't know who to believe right now, to be honest with you. I don't know which expert to put my faith in when it comes to putting at Augusta National. I don't know. Big T, do you need to putt at Augusta National? You need to be a good putter?
I mean, I think you're always going to have to make 5-footers when it matters. You're going to have to lean into it and make it. But I don't know. When you got greens like this, I mean, you could have lag putting could be important on some of these, especially with the slopes and stuff. But I don't know. Some of the guys are going to have to make. You're always going to have to make your 5-footers, and that's where some of these guys are in trouble.
I think I'm getting the guys who putt blindfolded. I'm putting them in a lineup. I'm going to do an all blindfolded putting lineup.
Who are they? Who's the all blindfolded team?
Well, I'm definitely starting with Spieth because that was the first comment. But just looking down the list, I mean, Victor Hovland can't putt. He's got to go in there, right? He can't putt.
I mean, you can't play Hovland.
I don't want to play Hovland, but you asked me who goes on the all putting blindfolded
Hovland's
team.
the worst like chipper. I think he got better at some point, but he's like the worst chipper.
Oh, really? I thought he was a terrible putter.
He probably
See?
is too. I mean, yeah. Corey Connors, I love Corey Connors. He can't putt.
He can't putt.
A lot of the guys can't freaking putt. That's the thing. They're all ball strikers. They can't putt.
All right. Rom. Chat says Rom. Rom can't putt.
Rom's a good putter.
I don't know. I've seen him go explode with the putter.
Yeah, I mean they all blow up at times. When Rom was winning, though, he was rolling everything in.
Oh God, I do love. The one thing about Rom I will say is I do enjoy his facial expressions, because when I see him get mad, I'm like, okay, Rom is a real person.
Yeah.
Like some of these golfers, I'm like, it's bullshit. Like when I play golf, I get angry. Like Rom will show his disdain and anger at times, and I love it. I actually enjoy that. I know people say it's bad, but I'm like, yeah, one of us. Like Rom is actually one of us at times. So I do feel it. All right, Tony, we're gonna have to get into some. So before we get out of the 9K range, just rank the 3 guys that you like the most right now.
100% Bryson, number 1. Number 2, I'd have to go, I guess, BK. I'd go BK 2. And JT 3, I guess. Spieth 4.
I think I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go Bryson, Spieth, JT. I think if I had to rank them right now, but Spieth and JT could change. I don't know, but those are the 3 that I'd probably look at playing. Let's go to the 8K range. You already touched on it that you really like it. I assume so. After kind of how much you didn't like the first 2 ranges, you gotta like a lot of plays here. And I see a lot of good plays. I think a lot of people are kind of talking this range up, Tony. Who are the guys you're specifically targeting in this range?
And again, we talked a little bit before the show, I think, but this range has a lot of guys that I don't know if they can get all the way to the winner's circle, which is maybe why you put 1 or 2 guys in the 9 up there in with these guys. But this is the range that I think you got just rock solid top 10 type guys where you don't have to worry about them battling way down there and up and downs. I think guys are underpriced in here and just solid plays. Starting with Lowry. I mean, Lowry's been rock solid this year. He's got, 3 top 10s his last 5 events. He's just played good golf. The issue with some of these guys in this range is they haven't been great at Augusta. Lowry has not been great at Augusta, but the lower we get down in price, you're going to start losing some course form and stuff like that. So you're gonna have holes in everything. That's why they're cheaper. I like how Lowry looks. I love how he's played this year. I think he looks super confident. So I like him. I'm not a big Cantlay guy. I hate Cantlay even for that matter. But man, at 8,700, that just feels cheap to me. I mean, he is. What is he to? He's 31 to 1 to win it, which is similar odds to those 9K guys. I mean, JT's 25, BK's 28. Cantlay's similar odds to those guys. And honestly, I think he's a similar golfer to those guys. I think Cantlay's very similar to all of those guys in the 9Ks. He's very similar, but for 8,700. So I just think he's very good price, which I obviously like that. So working our way down, Hatton. I don't think I'll play Hatton. I don't like his temperament around here. You talked about Rahm. Hatton gets pissed off, starts losing his freaking mind. I don't love that at Augusta because you're going to have some turbulence at Augusta. You're going to get a bad bounce. You're going to hit it in the friggin', you're going to, Sean, you guys remember Juan Dixon trying to derail me.
I remember Steve Blake, baby.
I thought his name said Steve Blake was the funny thing when I was reading it. So I thought, yeah.
I was watching a clip of Matt Barnes talk about how Steve Blake loved to throw hands. He was talking about like all the guys all the white boys he would get into a fight with. And like he brought up Steve Blake, like all the white guys. He was like, Steve Blake was one of them. He'd throw hands. And I was like, love Steve Blake.
All right. Keep moving along before I get this too distracted. Minwoo Lee, everyone knows I love Minwoo Lee. He won 2 weeks ago at the Children's Houston Open. He's got decent. He's played here the last 3 years, 22nd and 14th. This year, even though that was his win, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4 top 17s, a top 20. I love Minwoo this week. I think he fits this course really nice too. I love Minwoo. And then the next guy, Russell Henley. Who's more solid than Russell Henley? He's always in the 8Ks. He's always just – I don't think he can win probably at Augusta, but I'm very confident you see Russell Henley in the top 10 on Sunday afternoon. He's so solid. He does everything good. And his price tag, I mean, look at his Masters finishes too. 21st, 11th, 15th, 30th, 4th, and 38th. I just think he's just rock solid. So I love him. Well, another one that's really hard for me is Zalatoris, just because he's been amazing here. His first 3 times, all top 10s. But he's not the same right now. He was injured all of last year. He came back this year and hasn't had any sort of form. And he's going to get ownership on top of it because everyone sees the how good he's been here. Even if he's 10% owned, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to play Zalatoris. I need at least some form, and I just haven't seen it. So I do agree with this dude, though. He's going to win at some point. I think so too. I think he's a great ball striker. I just think this year isn't the year. He's got to break through somewhere first, like get another win in Texas or Florida or something. He's not going to just pop on Augusta and win. So I think I'm going to be off him this week. Cam Smith, the chat was talking about it. I was talking about it before the show. Dude is out there in a full sports coat playing golf. So same 5 Live events. I'm going to talk about it for all the live guys because this is how we figure out their form. 5 events. He's got 9th last week. All the other 4 are not better than 19th, which is really bad. So 9th did show a little bit of a bump. And the one thing about Cam Smith, though, his course form, man, 6th, 3rd, 10th, 2nd, 5th. I mean, he's got 5 top 10s in his last 7 times. It's tough for me to ignore. I have to play some Cam Smith. I'm not a big Cam Smith. I'm on a lot of guys this week that I'm not normally super into with it, but I think I have to play him. Akshay, I'm definitely not playing him this week. He's got good form, but hasn't really played here that much. And then the last guy in the 8Ks is Bobby Mack. Lefties have always dominated here. Bubba Watson, Mike Weir back in the day, Phil, obviously, the whole time, lefties. The lefties, it just shapes up for them. I think this course sets up perfectly for Bobby Mack. I think he's going to be owned. I mean, he's a solid play, about 13, 14, 15%, I bet. But again, that's just not high to me. It's just not high ownership at all. So I love him. So I saw the 9Ks. I didn't like a lot of guys in this range. What I like 1, 2, 3, 4.
You liked a lot of guys.
6 guys I got in this range that I like a lot. And even the ones I'm not on, like Terrell Hatton, I don't think he's like a terrible play. I don't think Zalatoris is like a horrible play. I don't know. I like the 8Ks a large amount.
It's funny too, because doing these golf shows with you, like for these majors and stuff like that, you are on guys that you typically aren't normally talking up. But I also think, Tony, the price differences on some of those guys, like Patrick Cantley's usually in the 9K range.
He's usually 9,700 or something.
Right. Who else? Like, let's see, Cam Smith. You never play Cam Smith.
No.
He's usually 9K though, right? Like, I think that's the difference in a lot of these guys. You're seeing some of their form and you're seeing the price tags and you're like, well, 9,200 Cam Smith, no. 8,200.
Yeah.
Let me think about it. So,
correct.
That kind of makes sense. I love the Bobby Mack call. Russell Henley.
That's my point, though. Like, I wish I liked the top more because, like, just say you start your team with I'm curious now. Just say I start my team with
Scotty.
No, I'm talking different direction. So say you start in the 8Ks. Just out of curiosity, I want to see this.
Oh,
You start
8K.
with Lowry, Cantlay, and just say Hanley and Bobby Mack. Could you build a whole team, Minwoo and 76?
Such a solid team.
And that's Straka. Dude, look at that team. This is my point. Like this one, I
leaves you 7,600 for your last
which is
spot.
like the best play on the board. Sepp Straka is an incredible play. Like 5 8K guys and 1 7K. The only problem with this build and why this build usually never wins is you probably don't have the winner in here.
That's the problem.
But
that's the
my
problem.
God, what of these guys could win? I don't know. These guys are rock solid. Like, look at that team. Your worst guy on the team is Sepp Straka.
It's a pretty solid team right there.
That is just so solid. Why can't
the only problem
Lowry
is what
win?
you just said is you probably don't have the winner. But
and you know what? Last year, I think the Millie, they didn't have Scotty and they won. I don't like what if all 6 of these guys top 10, but none of them win? You could win. You could win a lot of money.
Definitely.
I don't think I'm gonna do the full-blown 8K build because I do want one guy up. But even if you take one guy out, like it's still you're still getting a very similar build.
Yeah, and all these guys on my team, I like these guys.
Yeah.
So you could literally have a team where you're like, I love all of them.
I might legit set a rule that all my teams need 3 8K guys. Like just see what that gives me.
Now we're talking.
4 pigeonholes you a little bit.
Yeah.
2 might not be in, and that's how you get unique too. There's not going to be that many people that play 3 8K guys.
And that's how you get different. That's a good rule. I like that rule. I might make that rule
solid
myself.
guys. Like when you play a bunch of teams, the people that haven't done it, you scroll through some of your teams as it goes, looking at them. And when you get to each team and you see like 3 or 4 of these guys, you're like, oh, I like that team. Oh, that team looks good too. That team looks great. Or that's not the case when you got some of these 6K guys in there. You're like, oh, that dude sucks. How do you get in my team?
You're like terrified with that
Phil
6K
Mickelson,
dude.
people are playing. You love Phil, but like, are you happy with Phil or Russell Henley?
We were on such a good path right now. We weren't TNT. We were like JT. Oh, JT. That might be a sign, Tony. Might be a sign to play a little JT. But we were like closely aligned until you had to bring up my guy Phil. And you did it on purpose. You could have brought up any guy in the 6K range. There's a bunch of guys in the 6K range. And you had to do it. You had to shit on Phil Mickelson. Why? Why couldn't you leave him out?
It's funny to me because he's actually like popular this week for what a 6K guy is.
It's unbelievable that people finally want to get on the Phil
Now's when
train.
you get off, though. When everyone gets on Phil, that's when you get off the ship.
It's unbelievable that people want to talk up Phil. I've been talking up Phil for years. Oh, now all of a sudden people love Phil. It's bullshit. You know what, Tony? They shouldn't be allowed to play Phil, is how I feel. They should have to be forced to not play Phil. All the years of making fun of Phil, they don't deserve him, is what I say.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be interesting for sure to see how guys like that end up.
Yeah, everyone hates Phil too. I don't know if this team's real. I'll just say that.
It's just there's not that many guys in the 6Ks is what. Like, he's not going to be, again, it's the same ownership thing. Like, it's not like he's going to be 15%, but it feels like 7%. Like, that's somewhat high for Phil, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you're used to playing Phil at what, like 2%?
Yeah, 2%.
Yeah. All right, let's get into the 7K range. I think rank your top 3 8K guys.
Man, the 8Ks are loaded. My favorite for sure is Bobby Mack. My second favorite is Russell Henley. My third favorite is, Cantlay. I'm not a Cantlay fan, but 8,700 is just crazy.
Yeah, my 3 are almost the exact same as you. I think I have a little more Lowry. I think I just feel a little more safer with Lowry. And
I love Lowry.
Yeah, so I think he'd be third, but I love Henley and Bobby Mack. Those are my two favorites. So like
In this range, I want like equal of all these guys. I know that's a slight cop out, but in my 150, like if I got, because none of these guys are going to be more than 20%. Like if I can have between
no,
30 and 40% of this whole range, I feel very good. Like very good.
I like that. Yeah, get this range. I like the rule honestly that you gave, like the 3. I think that's a good rule to be
Yeah.
honest. But
I need to play around with the actual combos because I haven't. Just I want to make sure I don't like pigeonhole myself into a certain like, but 3 should be a good number though.
and maybe you could add like 1 or 2 guys from the 7K range that you like really like.
Especially
Just
if the 2 were like Connors and Straka.
well, that's who I was gonna. I
The
didn't want
higher
to say
range.
it for you, but
Yeah.
yeah, get into that range because you already talked about you love Corey Connors. You got Tony Finau at 7,800, Wyndham Clark 77, Jason Day 76, Seb 76. Talk about that range there because there's some good golfers there and cheaper price tags than we're used to seeing.
Yeah, it's a spot too where my boy Corey Connors, we said it on the show a month ago, but this dude just crushes this time of year, and he's got 3 top tens in his last 5 trips to Augusta. He's got 3 top tens in his last 4 events this year. He just checks all the boxes. The only thing at all you could nitpick with Corey Connors is just his ownership. He's going to get a ton of ownership. And again, I don't care about that, but some people do. Like he could end up being the highest owned guy on the whole slate. Like he could end up even being higher than like Scotty, in my opinion. It's got him projected around 20. I wouldn't be surprised if it definitely comes in higher than that because everyone likes Connors. He checks every single box. Like there's no anything besides ownership that you could hate that. So I like him. Obviously, I always like Connors. Finau's got great course history, but I just don't. The last 3 years, he's been bad here. His form stinks. I'm not going to play Finau. Sahith, I don't know what happened to our boy Sahith. He's unplayable right now, 100% unplayable. If he wins, I can live with it. Wyndham has been bad too until the 5th at the Houston Open. I don't trust Wyndham though either. I don't think I'm going to go there. He missed the cut last year. I don't love it. And then you got another guy that I kind of put in the same bucket as Russell Henley in the 7K version, Straka. The dude is just awesome. He's just a good golfer. He's 59-1 to win the tournament at 7,600. He just checks all the boxes of just a rock solid guy that you want on a lot of your teams. I love him. Jason Day is another guy that I just don't trust. He's been pretty good at Augusta. I just always worry about him quitting on me. You talk about it in your MMA shows, other shows. You got to have heart. I just don't feel like Jason Day has heart. I am a little nervous of the Jason Day fade, though. I'll be honest. Maybe I need to play a little Jason Day because
he's been playing like decent too.
He's been playing decent. His course history's decent enough. His game fits this course. So, yeah, I'm going to play a little Day. But he's not going to be a main team guy because I don't trust him. But, I mean, what is his ownership? His ownership's projected about 10. I can easily play field on him or something like 10% Jason Day.
The ownership guys kind of in the 7K range to me look like Keegan Bradley, Corey Connors, who you already touched on. Daniel Berger looks like he might get some ownership.
Sergio for sure.
Sergio. Like, what are you doing with those guys? Those are guys. I mean, Keegan Bradley looks like he's going to be very popular here.
I don't even understand his price. Like he might be the one guy on the whole slate where you look at his price and you're like, how is he 7K? Like
I don't
even like Keegan. Like I don't. If he was 8K, like if he was in the 8Ks with those guys, I wouldn't even like consider him. But he's 7K. I mean, like that price is just stupid. He's 80-1 to win the tournament. He's got pretty good form right now. He's gotten around this course too, where I mean, look at his not any like insane finishes, but a couple top 25s. I don't know. I guess he could be like some chalk that you could maybe get off of, but his price is just so freaking cheap for what he does. Sergio's got great form. I love Sergio. My problem is always this, like these good plays, like I said in the beginning, are good plays for a reason. And
Yeah.
I just don't think people play enough. They're so scared of chalk in golf, whereas I'm just not. Like these guys are great plays. Patrick Reed is another one I think that is pretty chalky, but the dude has won at Augusta. You know he's got that dog in him. He'll cheat. He'll kick a ball. He'll nudge it from behind a tree.
Those are my favorite.
Yeah, he'll do whatever it takes to win. He's a cheater, and we like cheaters when we want to win. I mean, get in there and cheat, Pat.
Don't listen, chat.
him.
Don't lie. We know that all of you have kicked the ball in your day. Don't even lie.
No one's looking. Throw it up out of there.
Whoa! I had a great shot right out of there.
There is really Daniel Berger's played really good this year. I mean, look at that guy. Look at the 7Ks: Connors, Straka, Patrick Reed, Sergio, Daniel Berger, Keegan. That's 6 guys that are just awesome freaking plays. And there's some guys that I think will get ownership that I'm just not going to play. Finau, I think Finau's going to end up at 10% too. People love playing Finau.
Always.
I don't like him. I don't like Wyndham. I don't like Sahith. Dustin Johnson might get some ownership because he's won. The dude's like ready to retire from golf. He's only collecting paychecks. You're not playing Dustin freaking Johnson. Some people will play him though, just because he's Dustin Johnson. He was incredible, but he just hasn't. He doesn't have it anymore. Adam Scott's another guy that I'm totally done with. He's the ultimate condom play. Just gives me no excitement whatsoever. Cam Young's dead. Sam Burns is another guy that's played awful. Fitzpatrick's been terrible. So there's a lot of 7K guys I'm fading. But what I'm doing, and granted, I'm fading a lot of the lower owned guys, and I'm playing the higher owned guys, but I think they're great plays. Some of the lower owned guys that I am on, Davis Thompson, I think it fits this course profile pretty decent. He's another guy that's only 7K. I don't love him. I'm not saying I'm playing a ton of Davis Thompson, but I want at least a little Davis Thompson. Tom Kim is a guy that I think is a big game hunter type player. He likes the moment. He was big in the President's Cup, giving the crowd the Hulk Hogan with his ears. Like, I like that. Give the Hulk Hogan with the ears.
Tom Kim is okay here, and he's been bad recently. I don't know how you're on Tom Kim.
He's got that big game. He's got that.
No way he's got anything big going on. No shot.
No, he's got a big wiener.
No way.
He's got a little wiener, but knows how to use it.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're lying if you just said that. You couldn't even say it with a straight face, too. Look at that face right now. He just lied to everyone live on the stream. That's some bullshit right there, Big T.
Tom Kim.
There's no way you're playing Tom Kim. I'm calling you out right now. You're not playing Tom Kim.
I'm playing. I think he's got that dog in him.
What about
you not love the Hulk Hogan to the crowd where he was giving him the Hulk? The Hulkster.
He ain't giving no Hulk Hogan. Hey, he shouldn't be giving no Hulk Hogan if he is.
Big girth guy, Sam says. Big girth.
What about Matt McNeely, who actually has been playing pretty good golf? I think he has a second in his recent. I know he's missed some cuts too, but
one thing I don't do is play guys that haven't played this, and he hasn't played it. Like
he hasn't played there.
I eliminate him. There hasn't been many people with success that have. And don't get me wrong, Cam Smith did good. Davis Thompson, who I'm playing, hasn't played here either. Like there's people that haven't, but it's just another tiebreaker. Like
no, that's good. I think here is a good. That's a good barometer.
There is some guys though, so I don't want people to be like, "Oh, you're contradicting." Because there is. If I like a guy, like if I'm on the fence and they haven't played here, I'm not going to play them. If I like them and they haven't played here, then I can just suck it up and do it.
Yeah, no, I've noticed he's played well at a few spots.
And he's cheap, which I don't hate the 7,100 price for him. We just got a lot of guys in there already. I think
another guy I'm going to have in the pool is Justin Rose, just because I've seen him play good. He has the good and bad side, but he's like 7,200. He's played here before.
6,200 all year.
I know. but he's played her before. He's had success, right? So he kind of goes in that bucket. I think where I can play some Justin Rose. Who else? I'm with you on Sergio. I like Seb. I'm probably not going to play much Daniel Berger. Keegan Bradley
my boy
too.
Straka one more time, Seb and not Sap. It's going to be bad mojo for the
Seb. Nah, he's Seb. If he wins, I'll call him Sep. But Seb. It sounds way better too, Seb. It just sounds way better. Wow, the mighty Sam Burns has fallen big time. 7,400. He's been terrible.
He's been so bad.
Wow.
So bad.
That's crazy.
His price looks cheap just on the surface, but it's like Homa. Where you look, I mean, he's been so bad.
No, yeah, it's like the Cam Young fall. Like the Cam Young, remember he was like 8,700 at one point, 9K, like, and he's just falling.
Man. That's why I believe in form so much. I believe in it. And again, there's a lot of golfers. It's not going to be 100% accurate. Some people it'll click for them at some point. But overall, if you just play the good form, you're in better shape than if you just wing it.
All right. So the last range, the 6K range. Oh, rank the 7K. Your 3 favorite guys, Tony, that you like in the 7K.
100% my 2 favorites are Connors and Straka. After that, it goes down a little bit. Like Sergio, Patrick Reed, Keegan, and Berger are all pretty similar to me in that next stretch.
I think I'd go Seb.
Seb, oh God, you're killing me with the Seb.
Garcia, Connors probably, but either way. The 6K range, let's get into it. I try not to talk about the best plays on the board in the beginning. I try and hold off as long as I can until I get down in the range where we can talk about some of the best plays on the board, or maybe the best play on the board. And I know what you guys are all going to think. You think I'm biased. I got a fill problem. I'm not even going to go there real quick. There's another guy down here who's been one of the best golfers on tour this season. Like literally one of the best, up there with the best players like Scotty and Rory. And his name is JJ Spoon, baby. Spoon Man. God. Spoon Man's crushing right now, Big T. He is way too cheap at 6,800. I'll tell you right now. Big T did his little 8K. Like, look at guys, you can make a team. You got Patrick Cantlay and Minwoo Lee. Well, screw that. You got Spoon Man and Philly P.
Philly P.
God. You gotta get the nicknames. The nicknames are crucial right now, Tony. You get those 2 guys in there. You can play your 2 favorite studs. I'm going to throw in Rory and Colin because they're my 2 favorite. You got 7,450 for your last.
My 4 8K guys are going to curb stomp your team.
I mean, that team right there, if you throw in our boy Seb, who we love, this team is just 7,300.
Just out of curiosity. So if you play, who'd you say, Rory? And
that team is gonna friggin' dust your 8K team.
Rory. So you got Rory, Colin,
dust. Wait,
Spoon.
Did you see this? Spoon is 4 under on the par 3.
So you got Rory, Colin, Spoon, Mickelson. You got 7,450 left.
My team is going to destroy your team.
Henley. I mean, I'll literally stomp you.
I don't even need Seb, too. I
exact same salary. Those 4 you got, I can play Bryson, Cantlay, Henley, Bobby Mack. My 4 will destroy your 4.
I'm going to destroy. I could even go to another extreme and just do Bryson over Rory and then give myself 8K for my last 2 spots if I wanted to. Either way, my team's destroying that team you made.
Play Angel Cabrera. He's straight out of jail and he's got heart. The chat's loving him.
Hey, I like some people that got heart. I could play a little Angel.
He murdered somebody.
Did he actually murder someone? How the hell is he golfing if he murdered someone?
I'm sure he didn't actually like murder someone. I don't know. I know he was like beating his wife or something. I need to look it up.
Oh, okay,
He
that's
was in
bad.
jail for
That's
like
also
10
bad.
years, and he went straight from jail and he won last week.
Oh, he was like actually in jail. Like
No,
he was like
in jail.
okay.
Like not Scotty jail,
It
like
wasn't
in
like
jail
Scotty jail.
for
Like
actual crimes. He was in jail.
I was like, yeah, he was in jail for like a weekend.
No,
Like, you know.
he was the chat don't
Okay.
know. 2 years. He was in jail for 2 years. I just read it. He was in jail for 2 years. His wife
God.
deserved it, AJ said.
AJ.
Oh, man.
All right. Well, you know what? Either way, Big T doesn't like winners. I try and give him winners all the time. I've been banging my drum set for JJ Spoon, man.
You got the Step Brothers drum set in one of the rooms?
Hell no, but my brother does at his house, so I can go bang his drum sets.
You ever drop your nuts on one of them like in the show? Like just go to his house and just like set it up on there?
Never thought to, but maybe I'll have to one of these days. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to.
Just to see what happens. Just like if he's got a camera in there or something, just plop them up on there.
Yeah, I don't know if he's got a camera in there, so I think I'd be good. But yeah, it might surprise him a little. You know, a little surprise.
might catch him off guard.
You know, Anthony, though, nothing really catches him off guard.
That might catch him off guard, though.
That might be the one thing.
I mean, if I just went in like one of my side rooms and saw you just dropping one on there, I might be like, "What is happening?"
That would never happen at your house. So that would you got way too many kids running around there. Like, no way. No way. My brother's got one, and I'm in my head. I was thinking about like worried that his son would like walk in the room or something like that. Like, oh God. All right. 6K range, Big T. You got to talk about it. I know we make jokes and everything, but JJ Spoon is catching ownership right now. He is going to be one of the more popular, I think, 6K, 6,800. Got to be one of the more popular plays in that range. You brought up Phil Mickelson even getting some, a little bit of ownership. You got your boy Brian Harmon coming off a win. He's down here, 6,800. Two Gloves, Aaron Rai, 6,800. Hojgaard, both the brothers, I think, Rasmus and Nikolai. So you got some golfers down here. Not a ton of great golfers, but there's some guys. Lucas Glover might get some ownership. Where are you at with this 6K range?
Yeah, with me being lower on the studs, I'm naturally a little lower in this range, but I do have a bunch of guys that I'm just going to sprinkle in there. Starting with Harmon. I mean, Harmon, lefty at this place. The problem is his course history has been worse than I expected, like 3 missed cuts, a 12th before that.
Wait a second. I thought you hated Harmon here because he doesn't have length.
Yeah, it's a bad course fit for sure, but I like the lefty angle, though. Like, lefties have always done good. Okay. He just won. And my God, he's got the mojo. Like, I'm sure you weren't watching, so you might not have heard that story. But that story,
I heard it.
Like, that is just, how do you not root for that guy? Like, that is just an insane story. And the heroism of the lady, whoever the lady was, the family friend that basically cost herself her life to save Harmon's kid. I mean, that's what actual heroes do. You jump in there, don't even worry about yourself. You save the kid. I couldn't even imagine.
For not your own kid, by the way. That's not her kid. That was his
she did it out of the goodness of her heart. And like Harmon, if someone did that for my kids, I don't know how you could never repay them. Like, there's nothing and you really can't because she's in a coma, but like it's just crazy story.
That stuff is all like instinct too. So that's total just instinct. That's just good people. Because when it's like your kid, there's like no doubt you're running through a wall for your
totally
own kid.
Different thing. Yeah.
Totally different. But when it's someone else, that's not your blood, and you just instinctively are like, I'm going in that water.
It's only a split-second decision too. Like, you got to go.
You don't have time. And if anyone's ever been in a situation like that, there is no second to you're either doing something or you're sitting on the side. Like there's two things. There's no in the middle. And she's probably just a great person. Sad that,
Hopefully somehow she pulls through or whatever.
She's in the coma still, right? He said it was like
it's
getting
been a
worse or
while
something.
too, so that's never a great sign. But I'm sure he's giving them all the possible medical help that
I'm sure he's trying or giving whatever he can. So yeah.
Riles. Yeah. So
She was pissed.
How big's my player pool? All-Star says somewhere in the 30s. I don't know yet. It'll be somewhere between 30 and 40. Depends on how many like 6K guys I get in there. But somewhere in there, you can check it out though for sure. If you get Run Pure Sports 25 or 15% off with RPS 15 too. Check it out. We'll have all that stuff. Plus a premium show tonight with 3 of the best golf players, overall players in the world, DFS. JBC and Bryce, which are obviously Run Pure main people here, but also probably the best in the world right now at DFS. Sully, I'd say he's probably number one, if not number one, right there with people, anybody at the top, anybody you could say he's right there with them, if not the best. They're doing a premium golf show tonight at 8 p.m. You're definitely going to want to check that out. So all the content we got, now's a great time to cam plays. Well, I'll see if we can get some cam plays too, Riles. I bet he'll send me some. I got to reach out to him anyway. So I will check on that. But polish up this 6K range too real quick. So Harman, I mean, he's 6,800. Like, I don't think he fits this course amazing. He's 6,800 coming off a win, though, with all this mojo, like in his personal life. I mean, I have to play Harman. Even if I don't think he profiles incredible, 6,800 is just – I mean, that's just – I have to play him. Out of respect, I have to play him. Taylor Pendrith, 6,700. I like him too. Pretty good year. Tailed off a little, and then he got it going a little bit again. Another guy that I really like, though, and you probably like him too down there, Benny On at 6,800. I just always like Benny On. He's just a ball striker. He's a guy that I never like when he's expensive, but when he's cheap and 5% owned, I love him at 5% owned and cheap because he can go low. He's a ball striker. So I like him. JT Poston, I'm always going to like him at 6,500. Solid play. The guy that I think is pretty sneaky, maybe my sneakiest of all, is Thomas Dietrich. I don't have the stat in front of me, but I'm pretty sure his last 3 majors, he finished like top 15 or something. I'm sure someone in the chat will make fun of me if I'm wrong, but I read that somewhere that he's been, and I know he's been really solid in some big events. So I like him.
When was the last time he's played here?
What? I don't know. He probably
has he played it?
He probably hasn't. He's young. He hasn't been on tour that long. I don't know. A lot of these cheaper guys haven't played here just because.
Yeah, I don't think he has. I'm looking right now. I don't see it. So
yeah.
He must not.
That's one red flag, but I don't know. He's been a pretty good big game. I think Denny's going to get a lot of ownership down at 65, but I'll always play him at 6,500.
He's the chalk.
Yeah, I mean, I don't love Denny, but he's a filler for me. I'll have some of him. Harris English is another guy, too, that I think is pretty sneaky. You look at his history, which has been very good. Let me pull it up. 22nd, 43rd, 21st, 42nd. That might not look incredible, but he's played here 4 times. He's been solid enough all 4 times. He won at the Farmers not that long ago. He's got 3 other top 30s. And again, he's 6,500. You're not looking at the same stuff down in this price range. That to me is a guy that could finish 12th this week or something. Do I think he can win? No, I don't think he'll win. But you don't need a guy at 6,500 to win. You got plenty of guys at the top that can win. Just finish 15th for me at that price. 2 gloves. I mean, Aaron Rye, it's strictly price for me. I think he's better than a 6K price tag, which is a lot of these guys. So I'm not going crazy on him. And then you got a few like Phil, who you talked about. I think Phil's fine. I'm going to play some Phil. He's another guy that's not going to win for sure, but maybe he finishes 12th or 15th or something like that. And then
he's
you got
not
the 2.
Going to win.
Oh God, yeah.
He
probably did.
He's not going to win.
That's why you get the 253 plays, because you bet $100 on Phil Mickelson to win.
Listen, tradition is tradition. There's no other tradition like betting Phil at the Masters. I'll
A
tell you that right
tradition
now.
unlike any other. Isn't that the slogan for the Masters already?
I think it is. I think it is.
Or like,
So
is it unlike any other or like any other?
a tradition
unlike
any
any
other.
other. Yeah,
Unlike
unlike
any
any
other.
other.
And that could also be Phil Mickelson betting him at 150 to 1. I will also say he's down to 100 to 1 on DK right now, Big T. So
It's because all the donkeys like you freaking bet him for no reason.
For what reason? Because he's 150 to 1 and that number is too big.
It could be 5,000 to 1. He's not winning the friggin' Masters at 58
You know what I also bet?
old.
You know what I also bet? Phil Mickelson first round leader.
Oh my god.
I
like that better than the freaking overall.
65 to 1, I think it was. Something like that. So
I was trying to find this dude. I wanted to talk about I'm looking at the wrong price. I wanted to find this Cantor dude because I think he's like maybe the sneakiest play on the whole slate as far as tournaments is this Laurie Cantor dude. So he finished second at the South African Open. He won the Bayron Championship. He took third in the Hero Dubai. So all these like World Tour events that, don't get me wrong, it's not like a loaded field or anything, but he's one of the best Euro players. And this is, I'm pretty sure, I need to look this up because I'm going to sound like an idiot, but I think this was the Live guy that left the Live. He's the only one that's left the Live and went back to the World Tour to get like back in circulation. And now the PGA Tour, I'm pretty sure. Maybe Riles knows. Riles, make fun of me if I'm saying this wrong, but I'm pretty sure this guy is the first dude that left the Live, and he can play. Like, he is good. He's a good golfer for 66. So, yeah, I thought it. Why didn't I figured people would. Sometimes I go on. JSU's done enough shows with me where I'm not 100% accurate with this stuff because it always is on a whim. We don't prepare for these shows. I don't take notes. Everything's off the top of my head. So
I don't stand in front of a mirror and rehearse what I'm going to say for an hour.
So every once in a while, you do worry that you're just saying something totally wrong because but in my head, that's what it was. So I think he's like very, very good golfer at 6,600. So I'm going to love him down there. God, I love Freddie Couples.
That is not true, Spencer. There's a big Freddie Couples guy on this show, but it is not JSU. Please, Tony, let's talk about Freddie Couples real quick. Why don't you go on your tangent that you do every year?
Yeah, I mean, I tried to do it again, and then I looked at his recent history, and you got 5 missed cuts, and his best, he did get 18th in 2017. Love you, Fred. I can't let JSU make fun of me for saying that he's going to finish 38th, and he probably is going to finish 38th. Bernie Longer, I love him too, but I just can't play these old heads. I mean, do I think they could finish I think their upsides finish like 18th or 20th, which would be incredible at these prices. Yeah. But I think that's the upside. I think this is Bernie's last weekend at Bernie's last Masters too, if I heard it right. I think he said that. Again, that's another off the top of my head. But either way, I'm not playing those guys. The other guy in the cheap range, though, is the dude. Again, I'm going to go off the top of my head, but I think this dude won the amateur last year, this Jose Luis Ballester. Let me look this up. Jose Luis Ballester. I'm pretty sure he won the amateur. Maybe not. I don't know. Did he win the Masters, chat? You can probably he won the USA. Thank you. See, I knew it. I was wondering. There we go. So this dude is 6,100 and he won the amateur last year, which again, same thing as I was just talking about the other dude. Like, they're not playing the same competition, but man, he's with Scotty and JT. Is he really playing in that group? I might like him less than if he's with them. Is he really with them?
What's
Daniel?
His name?
Jose Luis Ballester. Man, that sucks kind of if he's with Scotty and JT, though. That's a big crowd for the guy. But circle it all the way back. He won the U.S. Amateur and he's 6,100. So I'm going to play him like I didn't know that, Daniel. That makes sense, though. Put the U.S. Am with the two horses with the past winner. I like that. Either way, the dude's 6,100. It's not like I'm playing 30% of him. I'll play 5% of him. But no one's going to play him. He's going to be 1% owned. I like him down there too in the cheap range.
I like that call. That's a pull right there. I could.
It's another one too that there's no chance he's finishing like 8th, but maybe he finishes 18th.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I definitely like it. Outside of the guys I talked about, Lucas Glover was a guy I looked at 6,600.
You can't take a dude that his wife beats him. Like, that's not enough heart for you.
He is been 8th, 3rd.
That's not enough heart for you. You stand by heart. You got morals.
6,600 though.
His wife beats him. How can you respect a dude that his wife beats him?
I mean, I don't know what to say other than like look at his recent form though.
Maybe she wasn't beating him. What happens when something goes wrong and she starts whooping him again with the paddle?
If something goes wrong, she goes
to the swing like Adrian Peterson. Like, you can't let her go to the swing.
The good thing is, Tony, I'm not going to have a ton of him. I don't need a ton of Lucas Glover. I'm only going to have
principles. I thought you were a man of principle.
I am a man of principles. I don't see what the big deal is of having a sliver of a 6K guy who gets whooped by his woman.
You can't have a dude that the wife beats you.
If
I just called and said Amber was whooping me again last night, you would not respect me.
I would just call you a pussy.
Yeah, exactly. You wouldn't roster me.
So I'll just call Lucas Glover a pussy. That's fine. That's all right. We could still be friends at the end of the day. I'd just call you a pussy. I'd let you know that. So sometimes you got to let them know. That doesn't mean you have to just throw them out. No, you know what I mean? You could still hang around with them, at a distance, obviously. Me and Lucas aren't going to any hangout spots together. So I think we're good. I think it'll be okay. I'm trying to see if there's anyone else that I'm going to have a ton. I don't need a ton of these guys because like you said, the 6K rate, you really don't need a lot of these plays. So, all right, top 3 in the 6K range, Tony, then we'll give our winners and get out of here.
Top 3, Harmon. First of all, I'm not going to have a ton of any of the 6Ks. I won't have more than 15% of any 6K guys. I'm not going heavy in this range, but my top 3 would be Harmon, Benyon, Pendrith.
Oh, I didn't hear you even talk about Pendrith. Interesting. I'm going to go with Phil, Spoonman, and
Philly. Yeah. What'd you
Philly.
call him?
Philly. No. Is it Philly P? What did I call him? I can't remember.
Philly P. I was trying to. I didn't know what you were talking about.
Philly P. Just sounds so much better too. Yeah. So those 2, and then probably Glover. Just because Tony made fun of him, he'd probably be 3rd. All right, Tony, let's get to our winners.
I was going to show that. Let me. I'm going to screen share this Gambly real quick because it's pretty cool for the.
Okay, and cool 3, 2, 1, go for it.
I gotta actually figure out how to share my screen.
Oh my goodness, you are useless. I had that timed up and everything. I thought you were ready to go.
There we go. So anyone betting on the Masters, just go to Gambly. Everything's free right now. It's freaking amazing. So come here. You can type anything in here, tons of cool stuff. And if you follow it on Twitter, there's a bot too, where if JSU posts his bet slips, you can just say, Gambly, give me the best line or something for it. And it'll pop up. But what the cool thing I like, if you go to Masters, actually, I was going to pull up. Hold on one second. I want to pull up. I had a screen.
By the way, too, just so you know, there's no pressure, but whoever you give out as your bet, that's going to be my 3rd bet. I saved my 1 bet for the Big T bet of the week. So no pressure, but if you don't win, I'm going to be kind of mad at you.
There we go. So once I click that, I had the thing up, but it's real cool. You go to the Masters thing right here. You got all the different stuff, but odds, player pops, first round odds, all the different stuff right here. What I like to look at, though, and why I wanted to pull it up, we can do the winners in a second, but everything on here will we'll deep link it or whatever you call it to where you can share with your friends. But let's look at some of these matchups. So round by round, I wanted tournament long. Let's see if any of these just totally stick out with where like Hatton, Minwoo, you got Hatton a little bit of a favorite. But again, what's the, like, while I look at these, well, you look at the prices. So like what's Hatton and Minwoo? They're both in the 8Ks, right?
Yes.
8K. So that's similar. Let's see if any of them pop out. Sahith and Burns kind of suck. Benyon and Mav. So look at here's an interesting one. What's Neiman's price? 9Ks, right?
93.
And Bobby Mack, who I love, is 8K, right? So this is a similar situation, what we were talking about, where say you want to leave 1,500 in salary. You're laying, this is like what you're laying here. You're laying 150 in juice to do it, which is just bad long term. It's just bad. So what I would rather do is just bet Bobby Mack at plus 120 at DraftKings, our partner. DK #DK partner. Plus 120. I'm going to bet that too. I'm going to save it in my slip. I'll show it at the end because I'm definitely betting that. I love Bobby Mack over him. So let's save that. And actually, it'll be cool because I'll show everyone what they can do with it. But let's see if any of the other ones. So again, Russell Henley, what's he? 8,400. Here's the same exact example. 7K. These are what if you're leaving 1,500 in salary, these are what you're giving up. Minus 140. But I will say the flip side too. Just to be full disclosure, is this worth being more unique? Only taking a plus 115 over a minus 140? It might be. Maybe it is. I don't personally agree with it, but I do like the idea of being unique, and it's not that big of a dog. Fleetwood and Cantlay. Again, what was Fleetwood? Low nines. Cantlay's 8,700.
Yeah.
Harmon. Oh, baby. Harmon versus Phil. Harmon versus Philly P. Lefty versus lefty.
This is Big T versus JSU all over again. Here we go.
You can get plus 100 on your boy. Going against an actual midget.
That is easy money. Phil is hitting
against Harmon though when he's your height.
Phil is hitting bombs right now. You cannot take Brian Harmon over Phil. That's disrespectful.
There you go right here. Same thing. Another 1,000. Rory minus 155 over Rahm plus 120. Yeah. Like,
don't forget, John spells his name wrong too. So
that's I do agree with you there. Like that's a bad spelling of it. JT, we talked about these guys. JT Spieth, Straka, DJ. Man, I love Straka here. Here's another one that I just have to have Straka over DJ. It's only minus 140. Are you freaking kidding me? Like, there's no way. I'm all over that. Connors, I love Connors over Jason Day at minus 140. That's like the same price too, right? 76 and 79.
Yep. Here's one.
Keegan,
David.
Both of these guys are exactly 7K, right?
Yeah, and Keegan's going to be owned as shit, and Davis Thompson's not going to be.
And what I talk about when we were going through the guys, I love Davis Thompson as a pivot. So right now when you're building and you're worried about like being contrarian, switch your Keegan to Davis Thompson right here. Ownership. And this is how I think people should look at this stuff. Like if one guy's 10 to 50, this is the only way I'd look at ownership. If Keegan's above 10% and Davis Thompson's 5%, and it's literally a coin flip by the odds makers, why not just take Davis Thompson? I love it. Hideki, I think these are pretty nice. Patrick Reed over Finau, I also like. What's Finau's price?
78.
So similar prices. Lowry versus BK. There's a 600-700 difference, and we like Lowry a little bit, so I like that. Man, Scotty over. These are the ones I have trouble with. Like, I just would have to take Morikawa. Plus 175 over Scotty. Another nice thing, too, about what gambling does, you're always going to get the best price. Like, most of the time, I honestly do almost all my action through DraftKings. Love DraftKings, our partner. Almost literally 99% of my action. But you're always going to get the best price. So, like, if you want a DraftKings, 10 cents worse. But it's nice to be able to see that. I love Pendrith here in this one too, over 2 gloves. Any other? Let's see what else sticks out. This is what we used to always do on the
over
golf.
Berger. Yeah. Win them over
This is what we
Berger.
always used to do when we'd pick winners, go through these matchups. That's the one thing we've been missing. Let's see what else we got. Zal. I mean, Cam Smith
Willie
plus
Z,
105.
Cam.
Huh?
Willie Z over Cam.
I like Cam, I think, even with his sports jacket on. Bryson, here we go. Where's Mitchell? Mitchell, here we go, baby. Right here. You can have Oberg, baby. I'll take Big Daddy. That can be one of ours.
And there's what, a $900 difference? Bryson,
he said 3 above and 3 lower, or whatever he said. Oberg can be one of his aboves.
There you go.
Man, how this is a dumb
Vic and Akshay,
that's the spoon, man.
Yeah, Big T don't want that smoke. He loves Matty Fitzpatrick. He loves him some Fitz.
No, I don't. I like Spoon Man in that with you. I'm riding Spoon Man.
That Bhatia matchup, that's a big price difference. Vic and because Vic's 9,200 and Bhatia is 881. So 1,100.
Those other ones, all those like 1,000 price points have been similar lines where it's not that big of a difference. But oh baby, here we go. Your boy versus my boy. Small noodle, but knows how to use it. Mr.
Tom Kim is getting dusted by Justin
my
Rose.
bet slip right there. Tommy Kim. Tommy Kim. There's all that. So the cool part is once you get all your matchups, you come down here and you can share them with your buddies. You can bet it. Let's see. Let's look at some of the other stuff though too. So
you go to first round leader.
I just don't love it. Do you like first round? You do like stuff like that.
I love first round leader. That's like my favorite because especially here, Tony, because I think a lot of times you'll see the guys get up. Those are the guys that like stay in contention throughout, like the guys that get all the way up early. So
yeah, but I always random. Like I don't. Who do you like first round leader?
Well, I already told you I bet Phil, but I think.
Who do you think that can actually make people money for the first round leader?
So Bryson definitely at 30-1. You know what's funny? I like Rory. I don't think he's going to be a leader though first round. Like I don't love the.
He shot 10 under the one year. I kept talking about it, but
yeah, I just 18-1. I don't love it. Like I don't like betting those guys. I think Colin is decent at 28. I think Bryson 30. Keep scrolling down a little just so I could see. I could see Shane Lowry at 50. Bobby Mack, I could definitely see at 55.
Yeah, Bobby Mack, baby.
He's one of those guys for sure. I could see it.
Pat, big Pat.
Yeah, Pat. I could see that. I think I like Bobby Mack the most. I could see Sergio too at 75. Wouldn't shock me. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. You don't like first round leader as much as I do. I'll bet them.
All that happens is I just take all the guys I already like, and then it's like I'm just having double the bet that one of them finishes in the first round. Like I don't know.
I like Rose first round. I think Rose first round's interesting.
B Harm.
I don't think Brian Harman's going to be first
winner.
He is not first round.
One thing too that like again we're DK partner, but one thing you can notice too, but like so different bets have different like better odds. So like you see a lot of FanDuels for first round leaders. I know from experience just because I bet these every week. Like top 20. Let me see if I can find like where's top 20. I don't see it on here, but like top 20
make like a top 20 or something parlay.
Let's see, top 20 Masters odds. Like top 20 is like where'd it go? Top 20 Master odds. It must already be processing on me. All right, here. No, I don't know. I got to be doing something wrong with it.
Your first round top 5.
I don't know. I think that's because I went to a different spot, I think. Oh, yeah, there we go.
There you go. Error.
Masters top 20 odds. It's probably me just jacking it up with the wording of it, but
Who are some of the early tee time? Let's see. Let's see. So early tee times. Where the heck? Oh, here we go. Let's see. Willie Z's early. Cam Smith's early. Corey Connors early-ish. Patrick Reed early. Bobby Mack early. Colin early. Danny McCarthy. Tony's boy, Laurie Cantor. He's early.
Cantor.
Yeah, Spoon Man.
There he is
Justin.
right there. Cantor's 12-1 to be top debutant.
Oh, there you go.
I like bets like this where like all these guys that have. So these are the guys that have never. Who was some of the like we like Pendrith that's never played. Davis Thompson.
Mav.
Like,
Yeah.
Mav 8-1
Thomas
on DraftKings.
Dietrich.
If you like Mav, like that's such a good bet. 8-1 on DraftKings.
You like Dietrich 9-1?
I love Dietrich 9-1. Yeah, I'm putting that in my. I deleted my other ones, but yeah, I like Dietrich. What else is on here? There's a lot of cool stuff on this though. Matchup. I want to find I can't find the top 20 though. Oh, here we go. Top 5. Let me find top 20. Because I like top 20. It gives you a little more wiggle room. Let me see if it's at the. Here we go. Exactly what I want. Top 20. So a lot of these, like so Bryson, top 20. Like I like these. Like these are more like Mangone, like not as much upside, but like top 20 minus 120, JT minus 110. Like these are bets. Like look at all these. Like Neiman plus 105, and then you get into some of the guys we like Lowry plus 120. Like I don't think every bet you make should be just win odds where everything rides on somebody winning. Like get some diversity in there. And like you said, like if we parlay, let's parlay some of these. So top 20s, let's find some guys like we like Price. I don't like Bryson for top 20 as much. I'd rather just bet him to win.
Yes.
Like, okay, so let's go down. Lowry, we like Lowry. Only on DraftKings, too. We're building a DraftKings one. We like Bobby Mack for sure.
Bobby Mack, yeah.
Let me see. Who else do it? Russell Henley's always going to do it. Plus 140 at DK. Oh, wrong button.
Go lower a little bit. Let's see if we can get some. Do we like Sergio? Do we like Patty Reed? Oh, no. Your boy Straka. Seb.
Straka plus 210.
Seb.
Patrick, too. I like Pat. I mean, throw these dudes in there. What are our odds already?
Gotta be good.
Doesn't. Let me see what happens if I click bet it. It's not going to pop up on the screen, but I'll say what the odds are. Because it doesn't. So we're plus 125 to 1 right now with. What is it? Let me pull it back up.
Lowry, Henley,
Reed, Straka, Henley, Mack, and Lowry. So 5 of them, 125 to 1 on DraftKings. Should we go higher?
That's a lot.
I know. I want to have like a Wiley where let's see who else is.
You know what you should do, Tony, is throw the winner in this one if you want to go crazy.
Davis, I mean, you're still going to get like. So Davis Thompson, yeah, I mean, you get the point. I mean, you had just Davis Thompson in this. So it was 125. You had one more. Oh. Yes, it did, but it doesn't show it on my screen. No, it worked perfect. It just doesn't pop up on the screen.
Oh, okay.
Because it goes to my other side. Because I'm only sharing the one thing.
Franklin Noy said it better be a winner. It's Taylor.
Yeah, it's gonna be a winner. There we go.
All right. Bang. Anything else from the gambling side?
No, well, we can pick our winners from here too. Let's go back to the.
Let's get those.
There's just so many options on the gambling stuff. Where's the tournament winner?
And that's the cool thing with it. It's just convenience, right? Once you pick all your stuff, you can share it with all your people. You can set it. You can easily push it right to your app wherever you're betting. Obviously, us DK, but like it goes right to that app, right, Tony? You click it, and it just sends all the bets there, and you can share it from there.
And it's just easy. Like it's easier to find a bet. You can type anything in there, and it's going to pop up, and it's perfect. All right, let's find our winners. Who we got? You got Bryson already at 22.
So
19
I bet
right
Bryson at 22, and I bet Phil at 150. Those are the two guys I put in. I was waiting for the big T bomb for the third.
Yeah, let's work our way down here. Let's see what we can find here. Minwoo, I kind of like Minwoo at 55.
I figured you were going to be in this AK range. Just
some of them, though, I don't think can win. Like I don't think Henley can really win. I think
agree.
Bobby Mack can win because he wins big events.
Yep.
55, a 60. I don't really think Connors can win. I think Connors is solid, but I don't think he can win. Straka, I think, could win. 80 to 75 to 1 on DK. Who else is down here? Pat. I mean, I don't know if he can win, but he's solid. He's already won here. That was Luke Clanton. That must be the other tournament, Luke Clanton. I don't know how he got in there.
That's kind of crazy.
Wyndham, Rose, I don't know if he can win. Is there any like bombers besides Phil that could? Harmon, 130. Maybe he rides the. There's Philly P.
Philly P.
Oh yeah, Hundy at DK. He's on the move.
He was 150. You got to get him. Got to get them while they're hot, people.
I want one bomber down here. One
Spoon man.
One bomber. Who's a bomber we could?
Tiger Woods.
Dietrich. No, Dietrich. 170 to 1 on DK. I like that.
Oh baby. All right.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, so who's your favorite bet? If you had one bet, who's the guy you like? This is the guy.
Bobby Mack for sure is the guy.
Bobby Mack. All right,
Bobby
Big
Mack and Straka are the two that I like the best personally.
Bobby Mack. That's going to be it. I got a 25% boost on DraftKings. I'm using it. I'm pushing them up to 75 to 1, Big T. I get 75 to 1 on Bobby Mack on DraftKings with my 25% Masters boost. I'm sure you guys got boost for the Masters as well, but
we don't get it for no $250 like you though.
I got 250 to win 19K, Big T. Let's ride. This is all you. So
who was that? Was it Bobby Mack?
Bobby Mack. If this wins, it's all Big T.
Yeah.
Screenshot it.
Let's go eat some dinner on it.
Well, yes, that's what will happen.
If you win it, you got to come to Kentucky.
If I win it, I'll come to Kentucky. We'll go to that nice steak place that you guys like, you, Amber, even Uncle T. Uncle T, it's on me if this wins. How about that, huh? Just to show my guy Uncle T some love. We could bring Pooh Bear, Big T Senior, even though I know he's not watching. But, if he does stumble upon this video.
Stumbled upon it.
Stumble upon it. But, that's going to do it for the show. It was a fun show, Big T, almost 2 hours long. Or over 2 hours long. Yeah. So we did a pretty good job here. I got some Italian food coming from Mama in a little bit. So I got some home cooking. My mom's bringing me some Italian food. So I'm pretty excited about that. Going to eat some food. But Big T, it was fun talking some golf with you guys. Check out DraftKings. Running a promo right now. Deposit $10. You get a $10 Millie ticket.
Everybody do it. Like put $10 in. Get your free $10. Maybe what if you win $1 million off depositing $10? Like everybody. I did it. JS, you did it. Every single person watching this show should put $10
it's on literally
we don't get anything from it.
No. And it's literally the easiest $10 ticket you'll ever get. Just deposit 10. You'll get a $10 ticket into the Millie. That's it. Easy. It's easy.
And check out the show tonight, too. Like, there's no reason not to watch JBC, Bryce, Sully talking about the Masters. Biggest golf tournament of the year. 3 of the top players in the world. Breaking it down. Premium for the members. You can ask them about their process. They all play 150. You can talk about how they do. Yeah, see, he knows it right there. AJ knows. Waltz, let's go, AJ.
Waltz, there you go.
Is he invited too? Can AJ come JSU?
Hell yeah, screw it. AJ,
you're in,
too.
baby.
We hit this Bobby Mack winner. AJ's in, the crew's in, Run Pure Sports is in. We're in. So.
The last time we rented it out was after I won the Millie. I'm just saying, maybe we go round 2 when JSU gets it this week.
Well, or you, it could be you.
If I win, it'll definitely be round 2 there. If it's happening, round 2 at Waltz.
Round 2 at Waltz, but just close the place down. Big T's coming. They'll know. They'll know.
They do.
All right,
too. It's a fact.
That's gonna do it for the show, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. RPS 15. If you want to check out that premium show later tonight, if you want to see Big T's player pool, his full player pool, all done, core plays.
No,
check it out.
Because I'm talking to Riles. Riles, do you really live in Lakewood, Colorado?
Oof. If you live in Colorado, I apologize. If you live in Colorado, I apologize.
That's where my first house was with Amber, Lakewood.
That's also
where we cut that's where the kids were born, Lakewood.
God bless that you guys moved to Kentucky, because I'll tell you right now, Colorado.
Yep.
Love Rouse Golf Pro though. Love Rouse Golf Pro. Does he live there? Is that confirmed?
Right by where our first house was.
Look at that. There you go. Pretty cool. Colorado is awesome, Jason. I've been to Colorado once. It was okay. It was all right. I don't know.
You loved it. The STK Steakhouse. We loved it. You loved it there. You got to watch Pacers Jazz on a Friday night in Colorado.
I did like the casino. That was fun. That was fun. Up in the mountains. That was cool. But yeah, Colorado, not my scene. I'll just say that. Not my scene, but I love everyone from Colorado who watches these shows. How about that? Yeah.
I know I did, Colin.
I live in Mass. Like I don't, but I could. It's not that big of a deal for me personally, but I get it.
And I do.
I can and I do. Oh shit.
Riles. Riles. Oh man. I'm gonna have to come see Riles this summer. I'll be back there sometime this summer. I'm gonna have to come see you, Riles.
Damn. Riles, I might have to come for Riles to get. Riles told me he'd give me a lesson if I ever came down. So
and
Riles, I'm holding you to that.
And a lesson.
I'm holding you to it too. He said he hooked me up. Definitely. See, Riles is the best. Love Riles Golf Pro. All right, that's going to do it now. This is the third time me trying to get out of here so I can go eat my food. It's Masters weekend. Come join us at Run Pure Sports, RPS 15. Check out the premium show tonight. Big T's player pool, the core plays, the articles. We got it all at Run Pure Sports. Every sport. Check us out. Hit the like button on the video. Good luck on your Masters bets and your DFS contest on DraftKings. Don't forget to deposit that $10 and get your $10 Millie ticket over on DraftKings. For Big T and myself, JSU, we'll see you guys next time. We're out here. Peace.